The persistent, gnawing anxiety you experience is not a sign of a broken mind, a chemical imbalance, or a personal failure. It is the primary signal, the critical system alert, indicating that your highly calibrated energetic apparatus has reached its saturation point. This feeling of being overwhelmed, of teetering on a precipice, is the feedback from an instrument processing more data than its current configuration can handle. To silence it is not to fix a flaw, but to master your own advanced technology. This transmission will deliver the precise protocol to reclaim authority over your internal state, instantly and on command. In this strategic briefing, we will move through a precise sequence of understanding. First, we will decode the signal of anxiety, reframing it from a symptom of disorder to a critical data point of energetic overload specific to your sensitive nature. Second, we will map the physical architecture within your own body that translates this non-physical data into physiological reality. Your vagus nerve, the master conduit of embodiment. Third, you will be given and guided through a direct 2-minute command, the sovereignty protocol, designed to execute a full system reset. Fourth, we will establish the strategic necessity of maintaining this calibrated state, revealing why a calm nervous system is not a luxury but a non-negotiable requirement for the clear execution of your assignment. And fifth, we will confirm your mastery over this new operational framework. You exist as a finely tuned receiver, an organic technology designed to process vast spectrums of frequency and information that remain invisible to the mundane senses. Your system is built for high-fidelity reception of thoughts, emotions, and collective energetic tides. The state you have been taught to label as anxiety is the feedback squeal that occurs when the sheer volume and intensity of this incoming data exceeds your system's current processing capacity. It is not a malfunction, it is a clear diagnostic indicator of energetic saturation. Consider the tangible experience. You walk into a seemingly peaceful room, yet your body immediately tenses, your heart begins to race, and a sense of inexplicable dread descends. You are not simply reacting to what you see, you are processing the dense, silent, energetic data lingering in the space. You feel the residual arguments, the unspoken fears, the collective stress of those who were there before. This is not imagination. This is the function of your instrument. The anxiety is the body's emergency broadcast, the system's way of screaming that its circuits are overloaded and a recalibration is mandatory to prevent a system-wide crash. This sensitivity is not a curse or a weakness. It is a feature of a highly advanced bioenergetic instrument designed for a specific purpose. The operational challenge, therefore, is not to numb the senses or to stop feeling. It is to learn how to consciously and efficiently clear the cache, purge the static, and reset the processor on command, restoring the system to its optimal operating baseline. To issue a command, however, you must first understand the interface through which the command is sent. How does non-physical data, an emotion, a collective fear, become a physical reality in your body? The answer lies in your biological architecture.
Deep within your physical form lies a master conduit, a superhighway of information called the vagus nerve. This is not esoteric theory. It is verifiable biology. It is the primary bioenergetic interface, the literal physical wiring that translates the frequencies you perceive into concrete physiological commands for your organs, your heart rate, and your breathing. When your system perceives a threat, whether it is the genuine physical danger of a predator or the dense chaotic frequency of a panicked crowd, the vagus nerve shifts the body into a sympathetic nervous system state. This is the fight, flight, or freeze protocol. Your heart rate accelerates, your breathing becomes shallow, blood is diverted to your limbs, and your entire system is primed for survival. This is the physiological state of anxiety. It is an emergency power mode. Conversely, when the vagus nerve is stimulated to signal safety, it initiates the parasympathetic response. This is the rest, digest, and regenerate state. It is the baseline of calm, clarity, and cellular repair. Your vagus nerve does not judge the source of the data. It simply executes the command dictated by the frequency it receives, whether that frequency originates from an external source or an internal thought pattern. The experience of chronic anxiety, therefore, is the direct result of having this interface perpetually locked in the threat position, burning through vital energy reserves because it is constantly processing disruptive data. To master your state is not a game of willpower or positive affirmations. It is a matter of practical engineering, learning how to physically access the master switch and manually move it from threat to safety. Recognizing this biological architecture as a tool for your consciousness is a foundational principle of energetic sovereignty. If this level of strategic understanding resonates with the work you are here to do, this is the core of our shared mission. Consider subscribing to join this community of operators. Now we transition from theory to practice, from understanding to execution. This is the Sovereignty Protocol, a 2-minute direct command to your nervous system for an instant recalibration and restoration of your baseline frequency. This is not a passive coping mechanism. It is an active directive. We will execute this protocol together now. First, locate the primary command point on your physical vessel. Take your right hand and bring it to your left. Use your right thumb to find the soft, fleshy area on your left palm, in the valley between the base of your thumb and your index finger. This is a powerful acupressure point known as Haegu, or Union Valley. It is a major energetic junction for clearing static and blockages from the upper body's meridians. Apply firm, steady, and consistent pressure. You may feel a slight ache or tenderness. This is not a cause for alarm. It is confirmation that you have activated the correct point.
Now, as you maintain this pressure, we integrate the breath command. We will use a pattern known as box breathing, a technique used by elite operators to regulate their nervous systems under extreme pressure. It creates a rhythm of absolute stability. The cycle is built on a count of 4. We will inhale for 4 counts. We will hold the breath full for 4 counts. We will exhale completely for 4 counts. We will hold the breath empty for 4 counts. This completes one cycle. Let us begin together now. Maintain the pressure. Inhale slowly through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the bottom. Empty. 2, 3, 4. This is the rhythm of command. Continue this cycle on your own for the next minute. As you inhale, you are consciously drawing sovereign life force energy into your core. As you hold the full breath, you are stabilizing your own energetic field, anchoring it. As you exhale, you are deliberately expelling all foreign frequencies, all energetic static, all anxiety that is not yours to carry. As you hold the empty breath, you are creating a sacred vacuum, a space of pure potential before the next conscious inhale. You are sending two powerful, undeniable signals through your vagus nerve. The physical pressure on the Hagu point acts as a pattern interrupt, disrupting the flow of chaotic energy. The structured, symmetrical breathing forces your heart rate variability and respiration out of the jagged, rapid rhythm of anxiety and into the deep, coherent rhythm of safety. You are manually overriding the body's automated threat response. You're issuing a new command. Protocol complete, stand down, recalibrate, return to baseline. This is a direct act of sovereign authority over your own vessel. This protocol is more than a tool for comfort. It is a strategic necessity. For what purpose must the instrument be so finely tuned? Why is a state of calm not a luxury, but a prerequisite for your function? The ultimate strategic purpose of this reset extends far beyond the immediate and welcome relief from distress. It is about operational effectiveness. Your core function, your primary assignment, requires you to receive, accurately interpret, and act upon specific directives and subtle streams of high-level information. A nervous system locked in a state of anxiety is analogous to a highly sensitive radio receiver tuned to a frequency that is overwhelmed by static and interference. The signal of your core mission, of your higher self, is always broadcasting, but through the noise of a dysregulated system, it becomes distorted, corrupted, and ultimately unintelligible. The pervasive feeling of, "I don't know what to do next," or "I feel so lost and confused," is very often not a lack of guidance. It is a symptom of an inability to receive that guidance through the dense fog of an overactivated survival response. An anxious system generates endless false positives, perceiving threats where there are only challenges, seeing attack where there is only data. It also generates false negatives, missing the critical, subtle signals of opportunity, alignment, and synchronicity. When you execute the sovereignty protocol, you are not just silencing anxiety, you are meticulously cleaning the lens of your perception. You are wiping the static from the communication line. In the profound quiet of a regulated nervous system, discernment becomes razor sharp. Intuition is no longer a faint, questionable whisper beneath a roar of fear. It becomes a clear, resonant, and undeniable directive. Your capacity to distinguish your own true signal from the noise of the collective becomes absolute. Therefore, operating from a calibrated state is not about the pursuit of comfort, it is about the requirement of clarity. It is the non-negotiable prerequisite for accurate perception, strategic patience, and the precise execution of your most important mission-critical tasks. You now possess a complete operational framework for your own energetic management. The state you called anxiety is no longer an unknown enemy. It is a known signal of energetic saturation in your high-performance system. The vagus nerve is no longer a mysterious biological component. It is a recognized physical interface, a master control switch that you can access and operate. The 2-minute protocol you have embodied is no longer a trick or a technique. It is a direct command, an assertion of your sovereign authority to manually and deliberately reset your entire operating system from threat to safety at will. This act of recalibration is the fundamental strategic practice for maintaining a clear, high-fidelity channel for guidance. You are no longer required to be a passive recipient of energetic chaos and overwhelm. Through this knowledge and this tool, you are now empowered to be the active, deliberate, and sovereign operator of your own state and your own perception. This protocol is a foundational tool in your operational kit. Its true power is unlocked not in a single use, but in its consistent and deliberate application. Deploy it not only in moments of acute crisis, but as a daily practice of energetic hygiene, much like cleaning a precision instrument before use. In the comments below, we do not engage in the sharing of personal emotional stories. We engage in tactical debriefing. Share your strategic discernment. Report on these shifts in clarity, perception, and operational effectiveness you observe after implementing this protocol. Your field reports provide crucial data and confirmation for the entire network. Your clarity contributes to our collective coherence.